and he's gained some weight. He's gotten stronger. I think he gives us something, as an every down guy. So I'm excited to see him.
And I actually want to switch to special teams a little bit. Along with the receivers you guys brought in, you brought a couple guys who've returned kicks and punts before. How much of the process was that in evaluating them, and how excited are you about what they might do?
Well, in both cases, both Winston and Micah's case, that was a big part of it. We saw the value that they brought, not only as wide receivers, but what they could do in the return game. And obviously, it's a position of need for us, and positions we got to get better at. So, being able to have those guys here now, be with us in the spring, get them acclimated to what we do from a special teams standpoint, has been huge. And I'm excited about having both of them here and being able to watch them compete.
And then you have a lot of continuity with the kicking units. You got holders and snappers and kickers and punters back. And how much, it seemed like Ryan really came on late during the course of last season, but how much is that continuity good for him, just to have those guys in place?
Well, I think it's huge. You want consistency at those specialist spots, and I think Ryan, as the year went on, got more comfortable and gained some confidence. He had some real challenging situations early in the year, but really after he made the kick in Syracuse, it was kind of the walk-off game winner. You could see him really feel confident about who he was, and really in that back half of the year, he became very consistent in practice, and that translated to games. And I thought that was good for him, just to be able to have the same holder, same snapper, and get comfortable with who they are and how they did things.
And just going back to the return game, having guys who have done it and had success, do you feel like that was a missing piece in terms of the return game, or do you feel like there's anything you guys got changed in terms of the rest of the unit?
Like everything, we're going to look at different things that we need to tweak and adjust from year to year when it's related to the scheme. But getting consistency of the returner spot is big for us. We use 4 different guys on the punt return. We use multiple guys on the kickoff return unit, and it never seemed like we could settle in, obviously, on who that was going to be. And I think having some consistency there, knowing who that's going to be, and then developing that personnel is going to be very critical for us going forward.
It seemed like from the outside, you would know better, that maybe just the struggles were kind of weighing on some of the guys mentally a little bit. Did you feel like there was a lack of confidence a little bit from the guys who were going out as the season went on?
I think that anytime you're not having success, it's hard to have confidence in what you do. And I think that's in anything, really. And so as the year kind of went, and we had some issues in terms of catching balls, fielding balls, ball security, and it became more of a focus. It's like kind of one of those things that the harder you work to fix it, the more of a mental strain it puts on you. Because it wasn't a lack of effort or want to. That was certainly not the case. But it was something we struggled doing. It showed up. It showed up in our last game of the year against Florida, which was a critical play in the game. So it's obviously something we got to fix. And I feel like we have the right guys in place to get that done.
With Jared Verse, just the recruiting process of getting him here, just how big was that for you guys, and how did you guys approach recruiting him?
That was the process. We identified him early once he got in the transfer portal. I was up in Albany pretty quick to be able to start that process, and I think we just were able to build sincere and genuine relationships with him. We worked really hard at it. We were in contact with him all day, every day, with family members, with himself, with the coaches that had been around him in his past, and he was just the right fit for us. And I was just really excited when we found out that we were the right fit for him too.
How crucial were Jermaine and Kier, both their production and their actual message to him when you visited, to him and eventually landed on here?
I think it was both critical. I think Jermaine and Kier, did a great job when he was here on his visit, which I always appreciated, because truly they had nothing to gain from spending their time with Jared other than their opportunity to give back to the program. I think that was critical in his recruitment. And then also what they were able to do was transfers. I think he saw their impact, and he was intrigued by the idea of him being able to have the same impact when he got here.
And since he's been here, just through tour duty workouts and lifting and everything, how has he looked? What's been your impression of him?
He's right on pace of what I anticipated him being able to do. He's a hard worker. He's smart. He brings a great physical presence, brings a great attitude every day. So I think him being part of this program was exactly what we needed.
And then, how excited are you just for Dennis Briggs to be back and then pushing him to the outside? What are you looking from him?
I love Dennis as a player. I think he's a really talented kid. He's a hard worker. He's smart. And having him have the opportunity to play outside, I think is going to be a great advantage and great asset for us.
And with the rest of the D-line, just obviously replacing that production is difficult, but with all the talent you have along that entire defensive front, how excited are you to work with those guys this spring?
Yeah, we have great depth, and I think collectively we're going to have the opportunity to replace the production. And I'm really looking forward to seeing some guys kind of emerge that maybe aren't the household names, and the guys that are, to continue to develop and grow. And I think we have a chance to be really good up front.
All right, last one.
D-Mac, Derek McClendon, seems like he's made a lot of progress this offseason. Just what's been your impression of him, and how excited are you for him to take that next step?
Well, I thought Derek had a good year last year, and he grew in his understanding and his role within the defense. And he's had a really good offseason. And I think he sees like this is his opportunity to take the next step, and I'm excited to watch him do it.